Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com. What'd you say?
I said, oh, are we touching?
We are touching. We're all very, very close. This is what happens when you spend way too much time being away on Christmas vacay and New Year's, right?
This happens whenever you're not here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
She's filling paperwork out as we speak.
Well, we decided that we wanted to be very close today, so we're taking it back to episode 3. So welcome everyone watching live. This is the FSE Live Podcast episode.
Sorry.
Whoa. Well, at least we know it's working live. Thank you,
we're
Drea.
live.
Thank you,
You're
Drea, for
welcome.
testing. So thank you all for tuning in. We have a haircut coming up that I'm going to be doing. It's a quick, dry haircut. We wanted to bring it back to still a podcast format. We still want to sit down at a table and chat. So we have some questions from you guys that we're going to answer. I want to say thank you. We have the big wheel coming up, which I don't know if we have an image of that right now, but we'll show it to you in a minute.
Did we forget?
Yeah, we gotta. Maybe that would be a good place for that camera. That. But we have some great sponsors on the wheel. MinervaBeauty.com. We love them. Furniture, you'll see it everywhere in all of the angles. Minerva Furniture. Also, demandforce.com/freesaloneducation. Check them out if you need marketing help with your salon business. It's automatic and it's awesome. We got quick fun thing.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Slow down.
Yeah, I know.
We're there.
I'm afraid I don't want to run too long. today.
Happy
Why?
Festivus.
Because Justin will tip the table over. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
will kick this table right over and
I'm
walk
kidding.
right
I'm kidding.
out.
So Happy New Year, Drea. What did you guys do? Thad did a lot. So we'll talk
Thad
about
got a girlfriend. Ruin the surprise.
So Thad got a girlfriend, which we're all very impressed. It's been 4 years that we've been here, and he's never mentioned a girlfriend. I'm not saying he hasn't had one.
He's mentioned ladies to me.
Okay.
We've had guy talk.
Oh, bro
Yeah,
time.
we had bro
okay.
time.
But so none of us have ever met a girlfriend before. So we still
Oh,
haven't.
that's not true.
I think he just
have.
keeps his personal life away
does
from.
keep his
and I think that's I like
And this
that.
is
but
why,
now maybe
actually.
this, but maybe this girl is like more
A man?
special.
She's special.
and important. Yeah,
All
he's
right.
in his 20s. There's nothing wrong with dating. You know.
I know. I'm
and
excited.
Oh, okay. We're saying it as if like he never ever talked about.
Thad,
any
we're going to have a
girl
talk there
ever.
about
No.
the birds and the bees and
No.
how people get pregnant.
This.
It's
I know.
I can't imagine why he keeps these personal things
So-
private. Like,
I
But
know.
it only gets this way because he keeps them so private.
All right. So and then Drea, what did you
Yeah.
do for New Year's?
for New
Anything
Year's.
fun?
I got a girlfriend. Oh. Sorry.
No, I did not get a girlfriend for Christmas
Okay.
or New Year's or any of those.
she bartended in Louboutins.
Yeah, I bartended in Louboutins on New Year's Eve.
You did bartend?
For a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Which really just means she went behind the bar and served herself.
That happens to everybody after 12. That's all right.
Yeah, no. After
right,
12, I ended up bartending, so that was fun.
Cool.
Just for a little bit.
All right. Justin.
Saw Star Wars a few times.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't get hit
And
by a drunk
you
driver.
told Thad all
nothing.
about it and
And I-
everybody else?
Yeah, no, we gave Thad a warning shot of if you don't see it before Brian gets back, you're SOL.
Yeah, because Thad won't let anyone talk about Star Wars.
And we've been good. We've
We
been very
were pretty
respectful.
good. We made fun of him
Yeah.
a little bit, but it was all right.
Nice.
But again, it's normal here. But no, it was a good holiday.
All right, cool. And then Brian was on vacation.
I went to Key West, had an amazing time.
Yeah.
Super jealous.
So if you want to see the pictures from that, you can go to
My
what-
Instagram.
Is it on Instagram?
I didn't put that many up. I did more Snapchatting this trip.
Let it disappear.
Speaking
Yeah.
of Snapchatting,
or
What?
FaceTiming.
I did start Snapchatting. I'm a little confused by Snapchat though.
I know you are.
honestly,
I follow you.
every video you end,
No.
every video you end, you sound confused or cut off, like you just ran a child over. And you're like, oh crap, I gotta finish this. Like,
How do you
that's-
know what happened? So
I know you.
I'm using Snapchat differently than most people would.
He's
right?
revolutionizing Snapchat.
No, I'm doing it. It's a bit like people.
He's not freeing the nipple.
I'm just if I have like a business thing, then we put it up there, and that's all it is. But like Mickey Bullock asked me a question about his salon, that was cool. It's a lot more typing than I thought.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like those midday questions about Snapchat.
Yeah. I only had 2 video questions. One from Mickey, and his kid was in the background, and then the second one was from a lady, and she was taking video of a coffee cup and talking. So I didn't, So I'm enjoying Snapchat because it's like a quick way to respond to people. But we'll see how it goes. And I did say something on the last podcast about as a salon using Snapchat might be kind of fun. So it's an idea that I'm kind of throwing out there because I think if you had that kind of professional Snapchat for your salon.
Well, we talked about that on the news once too.
Yeah.
Salon was actually doing that.
They were?
Yeah, they were.
Oh,
They had
okay.
everybody add each other, and that's how they communicate. Like let each other know like a last minute.
Oh,
meeting
that
or
was.
something.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I think that could be a cool thing to incorporate, if you're a business trying to grow and all that. So what else? Anything else?
What's in the box? What's in
What'd
the
you do?
box?
Me and Christina,
Yeah, what'd you do?
we had family over, which was really awesome. We went to the Eagles game, which was really fun.
Oh yeah.
They lost.
Sorry
but
that
it
they
was
got
fun.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, it was bitter, but
Sorry.
it was really fun, and it definitely will be going back.
The videos I saw didn't seem like Hayden gave a crap. He was
No,
just dancing and having
Hayden
a
had the best
blast.
time
Yeah.
ever. So
Hayden,
yeah, I don't think it's
Were
like
you actually upset?
Yeah. He told his girlfriend.
it was on TV. Thad. You just wanted to see what. We were watching the game. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, he was definitely dancing it up. So, so that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. Happy New Year to everyone that is watching and hanging out with us. We did get something fun from our pals at Andis.
What is it?
So, I asked them for blades.
And you got him.
They
Yeah.
gave you every one
They
of
did
them.
send me
Aren't those-
blades.
they
There's
look-
supposed to be a clipper though, so maybe there's another.
Well,
There's another-
that's too bad you didn't look in that box before you opened it.
So that one Justin took that box, but we
I was
have.
actually really surprised Justin didn't open that
I
box.
asked
I
them-
was so excited. to
I
open
asked
the
them
box.
if they could send me every single blade, and they did that. So
This looks exactly the same as
They
the Oster ones.
they are the same build. They do the same thing. The Oster blades are interchangeable with the Andis clippers and Andis clippers to Oster.
Okay,
Ah.
yeah.
So I'm not crazy.
You are, but not because of this.
so they're also sending their latest
Cordless.
cordless clipper.
I can't wait.
So
The
I'm
carbon fiber one.
pretty psyched. We'll do a
clipper.
review of that when it comes. But thank you to Andis. I love the metal,
You know, those
Whoa,
are
what is
blades.
that
fantastic.
guy?
Which one?
the T24,
Let me see.
What is that?
the 3.5. Yeah, we have everyone.
The
on here,
T24. It
so.
looks like it would be the.
Justin has a confused puppy look on his face.
No, it looks like it's like a little bit bigger than like the 1A.
He's got like the head cock and the ears like a
Yeah.
German.
Thad, go on my. Can you get it?
No, well, we're not gonna
I'm gonna.
clip or something right now.
No, I want to see what size
So-
it is compared to the other ones.
See, and I could have cut your hair tonight. All right, so
Fine, let's
thank
go, right
you
now. I'll
to
talk.
Andis for sending those blades.
Thanks.
We will be playing around with those later.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right, we have a haircut.
Let's do this haircut.
We're
What
gonna
type
do a
of haircut?
haircut. If you guys have questions, well, we need to answer questions, but let's do the haircut first.
Okay.
Then we'll answer the questions at the end because I feel like
That-
we'll get to as many questions as we can.
You want to do a question
Cool.
while you're doing some certain things of setting up? Or
We can do that as well because we will have, if you guys are on watching live, you can ask the questions that way. And we're going to do a dry haircut, so I'm really excited about that. I don't have any before pictures of this,
It's a mannequin.
but it's going to happen really fast. So if you want to fast forward, if you're watching this later, and then go back and watch how we did it, hey, that's cool.
I can't type.
Then
Oh,
just don't.
jeez.
If they're watching live, they're gonna see that we just said it.
Whatever.
All right, guys. All right, so let's move over. I'm going to go get set up.
We're not moving.
You guys can-
He's
We're-
moving over. All right. So do you want to? Let's just hit a question.
Yeah.
All right. First on the list, we got the Smokin' Baba. Says, how would you recommend to proceed when you're looking to leave a salon for a better salon, maybe even the competition, or a totally different kind of job? So basically, anybody can answer this, Matt,
Okay.
except for you.
Okay.
Firebomb.
Drea, go.
Okay, so
We all have.
I know. So my last salon, I got the salon owner a nice little card thanking her for the time that I spent at the salon and letting her know how much I appreciated her, but that I was moving on to another opportunity that came around.
Yeah.
The last one I quit. The lady like promised me the world. There was nothing there for me, so I went leaving. She told me to hang pictures up on the wall. The walls were all stucco and cement, so I couldn't nail it. So he's double-sided tape. A little bit of stucco came off. I quit, and I took my few guests with me. She sent me a bill to fix the stucco. That's my last experience of quitting.
All right.
Um,
Anytime that I left someplace, it was to go somewhere that I thought there was a better opportunity. Yeah, or it was more in line with the kind of path of where I wanted to go next. So, I was never shy about that kind of stuff. So I just had the convo with the boss. I remember each one was hoping that they understood. I think that also helps. None of them were direct competition, so there wasn't really an awkward. Except the time that I just got flat out fired via voicemail. That was easy to leave.
Oh.
You didn't really have an option on that one.
Yeah.
No, it was just okay, bye, thanks.
Can I get my stuff?
Yeah, I was gonna
please?
say, when I left my salon in Maryland, it was a really easy conversation because one, I wasn't
Right.
going to a comp. It wasn't offensive to the salon owner. She was fine with it. She understood that I was moving to a completely different state, and she actually, to this day, she still says, if you want to come back to Maryland, the door's open.
Right. I think whenever I left my previous jobs, it was never, you know what, I'm sick of this crap. I'm out of
Yeah.
here. It was always this is what I'm following my heart. That's where I feel like I need to
Yeah.
go for this job. And that way it leaves it so that they have to be a jerk. Like they either accept it or they have to go out of their possible comfort zone and be like nasty about it.
Well, I think if you're honest and you're just polite about it, then it's a pretty easy.
Or just burn the place down.
Yeah, like I said, my first thing, firebomb.
Yeah. Molotov cocktail, done.
Or
Boom.
napalm.
So if you don't want to get arrested, probably
Man.
don't follow Justin's advice.
Just don't get caught. That's all. All right. Do we want to move into the next one?
One more.
All right. The Coffee X Queen says, "What is your advice on clients growing out a pixie cut? It sure is a tedious thing." I have a couple of people that I've been doing this with, and to make them feel a little bit better and more productive, I have them constantly coming in for cleanups.
Yeah.
That way they still feel like they're doing something proactive, and it keeps like the hairline in a better place. And it's that camera. I'm like, what the hell's looking at us?
Yo, mama.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, that's what's worked well for me.
I think
Cleanups, neckline, cleanups, that stuff.
Cleanups and neckline, because when you have somebody who has super short hair, one of the first things that bothers them is around the ears, around the neck. And for the most part, you can keep that fairly short
Right.
until you get that top area a little bit longer.
Justin,
I second that.
gee, thanks.
I mean, there's really not much more to go on about that other than just
Well,
even also while that top keeps growing out, keep that neckline nice and tight and tapered until it gets at least to the collar. That'd be it. Nice undercuts. Undercuts are always fun.
The wheel is more like
All right, are we ready
Ready?
for this haircut? Boom.
I can't see the haircut.
All right, guys. So can you see it on the screen, Brian?
I'm gonna watch the screen.
Okay, cool. So we are gonna do a quick dry cut, and the thing I like about this is that it's not quick as in when a guest comes in. You're gonna do, he's not. You can come up to me for a second. I'm talking, so you can
Get on my
Up.
That.
right in there.
Do it in his face.
You might have to yeah. Okay, so this is a quick haircut now at this point, but we did spend a lot of time prepping the haircut. So I don't want anybody to think, I think a lot of times people look at dry cutting as a guest would come in, sit in your chair, you flat iron them right there without washing them, and then get them out quick. And so
That'll smell good.
this is, we have cleansed fully, we've conditioned, we've blown dry with a flat wrap motion to smooth it out, and then we use the flat iron to smooth it even more. So it's been polished to be cut dry. So we're going to get into the haircut. Basically how I've sectioned it off, we have a left-hand side parting. I'm going to keep that natural. I'm not going to go overload with the partings or the sectioning. We're going to start in the back, taking a vertical section. So I'll turn this so you guys can see. So I'm pinching out a vertical section in the back. Whoa, spinning. Brian, you better watch.
I'm watching.
I
I want to know how to do a quick haircut.
know. All your haircuts are quick.
Everything I do is quick.
That's right.
Sounds
All
like
right.
a personal problem.
So I'm going to pinch the hair. You can see as soon as I pinch this into my fingers, it creates basically a 45-degree angle. So I want to look at that, and I'm going to draw that angle in using my scissor. So you can see how I'm working my way out, and then I'll hold the hair up so you can see it. when
What
we're
scissor
down
are you
here.
working with there, boss man?
This is the Mizutani Puffin, which is a dry cutting scissor. Let me get this out of the way. So you can see how it bevels down. I'll hold it out, but it's a broken edge, and that's what I really wanted to create in this haircut. Let's see.
Donuts.
Come on. All right. So right here, you can see that angle. So we wanted that beveled edge, but I want it to be nice and soft right around the baseline. We'll go in and cut that later as well. So moving next to it. Again, pinching the hair. You see it, Thad? And working that 45-degree angle some more.
That's straight out from the head, Matt, or over directed?
It's straight out
where it
from the
lives.
head. Yep.
Now with this haircut, would you use your comfort at least, are you using a larger puffin or one of the smaller puffins?
This is a smaller, it's the 5.5. I actually wish I would have gotten the 6-inch, to be honest.
For this haircut or just in general?
In general, I think with the dry cutting, so you can see how broken that is. That's what I really love about this technique, is that it gives it that soft edge. We'll go in and we'll clean it up with the tip of the scissor, but for the most part, I like having that kind of shattered look to it. Yeah, so I wish I would have gotten the 6-inch only because with point cutting and stuff, I like to get in deeper with the blade, and this blade's pretty small, you can see.
You just make it so easy.
I know.
Now, all right, my question, because I noticed you kind of did it, and I think before we're out of these sections, I want you to go over it. When you're holding it, how do you know where to start? Because I know it's still broken and it's not quite so exact, but you're using the previous as a little bit of a guide of where to go.
Right, so I grab a little bit of what I just cut, and then I move straight over to the new parting new section. So when I over direct it out, I pinch it, and as I'm pulling out, you could see the line in there. So I just go in and I will start working that line.
So basically, once it drops out, start cutting.
Yeah, but don't wait till it all drops out, because if you do that, you won't see that angle. So make sure you start a little sooner than that.
Now, these side sections, that's still straight out? Because I can't tell from this angle.
It's still straight out, but it's over directed back because the head's starting to curve away. So I'll show you guys. It's not, obviously, yeah, it's not straight out. It's straight back.
Okay, straight back.
Yeah. So straight back from the head. This would be straight out, obviously, so straight back.
I'm just here to help you translate for the morons like me.
Jeez.
So you're almost creating a box back there.
Yep. I am. All right, so you can see how shattered that bottom is. I'm not worried about the look of that at this point. What I
Shattered
wanted to
bottom.
do was create that beveled edge. I'm going to cut all of that off at the end of the haircut. So I really just want to focus on keeping that 45-degree angle. Obviously, when I hold hair up, it's going to elevate it. So I'm going to get a little bit of that layering in the bottom of the haircut. So we'll take another diagonal forward section from both sides. I'll show you. And as long as I can see my previous section through this, I know I didn't take too much hair. So just make sure you don't take a lot. And now we're going to work really focusing on elevation and how much we're doing this tease cutting in the haircut. So again, now that the head's starting to curve away, I want to focus on how I'm elevating the hair. Because we're still working on this round here, I don't have to elevate that much. But to make sure that I don't stack it up too much or build too thick of a back, I really want to stay focused on that.
We said this was a dry cut. Did we say what kind of haircut it is? Like what the end result's going to be?
The end result, it's going to be like a long bob.
Okay.
Is what we're creating. A shattered long bob, and then we're going to do a little fringe around the face.
Love that.
That was supposed to be a surprise.
Nah, they know.
And knowing is half the
battle.
battle.
Jinx.
God.
So pinching, that hair's falling out. So that's where I'm going to start doing the dry cutting. So it's nice and shattered there.
The hair over the face, that really actually looks like a person leaning forward.
What's that?
I said that mannequin just looked very real on this camera, like leaning forward like that with the hair, with the face covered.
I really love this mannequin. This is the first time. So Pivot Point sent us a bunch of mannequins, and they're sending us more. But this one is the what do they call it? The snap cap mannequin
It's
head.
delicious.
So this entire head of hair comes off of this head. You can replace it with another head of hair, which is really cool. And we hadn't used them, and then so today I did, and the hair quality is great. It's not too thick, and it's smoothed out really nice.
And it
so.
seems to be like sturdy because like when these first came, like I saw it and I'm like, is that gonna like wiggle around like when you're like trying to do the haircut?
Yeah.
But it seems like it just like stays put, which is good.
Well, that's a funny thing too. Like so the last couple weeks I've had to use different mannequins because we ran out of our Pivot Point mannequins, and you notice like those heads don't fit on the stands as well, you know. So it's really nice having a mannequin head that actually fits.
So, Matt, you have a question from Jesus Martinez.
Yeah.
He wants to know what products are in the hair.
So products in the hair, I prepped it with Bricado's cream gel, which I really love, and that was pretty much it. Wait, that's not true. I used the shield from Amika because they sent us a bunch of fun products. So a nice spray on iron product.
I got another good question.
Yeah.
Bibi Parisi. Would this technique work on curly hair or should it be straightened first? I can see the finished result being very soft and romantic on natural curls.
Yeah, it's actually really awesome on curls, and I would do it right on the curly hair. I would not straighten it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you straighten the hair, you could see that this is a very free technique. There's nothing technical about this. Vidal Sassoon would probably like roll over.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, there's nothing precise about it except for the elevation and over direction. I'm keeping the same, and we are using a guideline, but it's very shattered through the haircut. So on curly hair, that works really well because you're still building structure, but you're allowing a lot of air and freedom within the layers.
Now, if it was somebody that wore it, well, I was just going to ask, if it was somebody that wears it both curly and straight, would you recommend doing this straight just so that it wasn't too disconnecty when they iron it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Did that make sense?
Yep. I would do, if they were going to wear it straight sometimes, then I would make sure it looks good straight. So I would want to do it straight. If they're always going to wear it curly, then I go and just cut it curly because you could cut it straight. You're going to have to cut it again once it curls up. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of a personal preference, but because I don't think the result's going to be affected too much, but I think you're going to have to do more work if you don't just cut it curly. But you can see, I mean, I just love like how soft that is and how it falls and tucks in. Again, this is all going to go away, so and we can customize that. May even use, like Christina was just saying, the carving comb for this bottom little bit.
I was going
Which
to say,
would be
this
nice.
reminds me of
A haircut that you got a while ago.
a haircut that I got a while ago. Yeah, the chop.
Drake
That-
keeps asking me to.
That was actually one of my favorite haircuts, and it's kind of making me miss that right now.
That's what I'm saying. So, and the thing that reminded me of this is Christina was talking about, this is a little bit shorter, but Taylor Swift is wearing kind of like, what did you say it was, Chris? Like shattered, longer front a little bit? You didn't say that?
No.
She has a fringe bang, but then it's long. Is it a longer bob, though?
Well, no, they were just saying keep it long enough, like just long enough to put up in a ponytail with fringe hanging down.
Okay.
But yeah.
I was going to say, this haircut, when I had it, was so versatile, whether I wore my hair straight, whether I wore it curly.
Right.
Well, when I curled my hair, because I don't have curly hair, but you could pull it up for the gym. It was great style.
Yeah, and you could wear it. This could be a longer cut as well. So,
All right, so wait, hold on.
yeah.
Right now you're moving into a little bit more of natural fall.
Yeah. So
rather than
so now I'm just combing all of the hair to where it lives, basically, straight down. We have our side parting here.
now the question always comes up, Matt. What about the people that say they'd move their part?
Yeah. So you're gonna do it the exact same way. If they have a center part, then you're gonna make the same moves. If they have a part on the other side, if they flip it, then I would cut it as a center part, and then they could flip it.
Okay.
Would be my recommendation there. All right, so we've got the parting in, and it's really important when you're doing dry cutting to keep the hair really at its natural fall, so you can see how the weight is living and shifting throughout the haircut. I'm going to overdirect everything straight back to me and cut it there. So it's going to get a lot longer in the front.
So you're gonna keep that box shaping that you showed earlier?
It's going to be more of a triangular shape. For the people that look at shape that way, because it's going to get longer into the front, but keeping it in the box in the back.
So that's what I'm saying, though. The effect is going to be a triangle, but when you're combing, you're going to comb it straight to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So guide is coming from there, and then we just go in, and we're half closing the scissor to create this technique. So you can see it falls nice and soft. Slight gradual move forward.
It's delicious.
Same thing here. I'm not pinching the hair at this point. You could, but the less hair you're working with in this slide cutting technique, the better.
When you were pinching it, were you like twisting it?
Sometimes I would twist it, depending on what part of the head I was on. Because like I'll twist it over here, so you'll see it. When I'm on this side, because I like to keep kind of the same, we're bringing everything back like this, I will twist in my hand a bit and come over to this side, because I want to keep that same angle, and I don't want to work my way up. It'd be too hard this way. So really just as a comfort thing, I overdirect the hair back, pinch it, and work my way to the top. Does that seem clear to everyone?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very customized haircut for each person.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be like obviously taking like more of a shattered feel to somebody who has more hair.
Yeah, if somebody had really thick hair at this point when I was doing this haircut, I would make sure that my elevation was a lot higher. I was going deeper with the texturizing in the haircut.
Krista is asking, does the client's head stay tilted forward?
I think so. Is if that's where client's head tilting forward has nothing to do with the end result of the haircut. When you tilt a client's head forward, really the only reason I'm doing that is if I get the head in this position, which is basically a 45-degree angle from my body, because this would be right, so this would be flat. So I have the head tilted at a 45. So when I hold the hair out here, I'm holding it right in front of my body, and I can go in and make that cut. If I had her head tilted like this, then to get that same angle, I have to be all the way down like this. If her head's tilted too much, then I have to be all the way up here like this. So it's really, this is all about my comfort, has nothing to do with the end result of the haircut. Could I cut the same exact haircut with her head like this or like this? Yeah, it would be the same haircut, just be harder for me to do it. Does that make sense?
Yup.
Totally.
Well, and I also think it's easier for a guest to sit there with their head forward than for a little bit than for you who are doing countless haircuts a day to be twisting your body into uncomfortable positions.
Right.
I
yeah.
heard that worded when I was in school as it's better for them to be uncomfortable for 15 minutes than you for 15 years.
Right. All right, now we're going to work into the fringe kind of like, I want to add some shadow pieces around her face because I don't want this just to be all of the weight headed to the front. So what I like to do here is find the point where these two pieces match up, right? So I could take out all of this fringe area, and then that haircut matches up right there. So what I'm going to do is go in.
That's a really helpful way to do that.
So that both sides stay the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the first time that I've ever heard anyone explain that.
All right. Well, I'm glad you tuned in.
Hey,
For-
I'm here for you, buddy.
All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist the hair in the front, right? So I'm going to grab this triangle out of the front. I grab a little bit from the opposite side. I'll show you guys what the section looks like. It's a triangle. Let me tilt this down. Got that, Thad? Pretty good. So we have a triangle here. I'm bringing everything over to myself. Now, to twist the hair, you got to think about it, because if I just twist this any way that I want, it's going to overdirect hair in different ways. I want to overdirect this part on this side of the head further away from where it lives, right? So we'll grab all this hair, comb it so it's precise, or as precise as it's going to get. Hold it in my hand, shift the hair over, and then this is where we're going to start our cut. So it's going to give me a little extra length, and I'm just going to work my way all the way through this hair, cut it off,
Leave it like that.
leave it like that, and then you can see a nice soft transition, which gives it a little extra throw because of the twist on the end on this side. We can do the
So wait, you twist it
Beautiful.
toward you to make it get longer the other way.
twist it the opposite direction of where it's going to fall.
I
Right.
like it.
So then this one, we go same thing on this side. We'll twist it away from where it's going to live, and then we'll work our way through. It doesn't give it a ton more length or over direction, but just enough to where it's nice. You can see softens that edge right there
So soft.
and brings it through.
It's sexual.
It's very rock and roll.
Beautiful.
Mm. Thad, can I get a
What's wrong with you? All of you. All right.
Didn't you miss us?
Yes, I did. So,
Oh, it's gonna be another 3 weeks.
oh,
for it.
I need
Let's
my
just do another
other
one.
other scissor stuff. You gotta take it, Brian.
What do you mean take it? What am I gonna? All right, I'll go finish the haircut. Hang on.
Just
All
go.
All right, I'm gonna take advantage of this to do another question.
I was gonna say, just go do a quick color check.
Candy Sunshine 8. What's a good way to get your stubborn clients to rebook without sounding pushy? I know
Brian.
what works for me is to just let them know that I want to. I had heard early on to, even before you have issues getting people to book, like say you're not that crazy booked yet, to almost make it sound like you are when you go to
Yeah.
rebook them. Be like, I just want to make sure that you don't have any problems and you get the time that you want. So why don't we just go ahead and put it in now? If you need to move it, you can, but I'd rather just have something in there now so that you don't have to worry about it. And then it'll
Almost
sort
make
of-
it sound like it's a favor to them.
Yeah.
right. It adds
Well,
a little bit more.
It's booking up
importance.
really quick for whatever reason you may have for the next few weeks. I mean, that worked well for me. All the carving combs are in the top drawer of the station over there, right underneath the cabinet.
You the best.
And
Well,
and if they're calling in for an appointment, always make sure you deny them their first request.
What?
I'm
Thad,
just
no,
kidding.
is this why you were single for so long?
Don't
Um,
answer the phone anymore, Thad.
I'm joking.
actually, no. I knew someone a manager of a salon who, when somebody called to book an appointment, and they would ask for a time or day, he would always twist it like 15 minutes. Even if that time that they wanted was available, they'd be like, "Oh, can you do either 15 minutes earlier or 15 minutes later than what they requested?" Just so that they didn't feel that they could just call
Mind
And
games.
the appointment that they were looking for right away.
Yeah, because that way you're not being pushy, but you're adding a very slight sense of emergency to them needing to rebook that appointment.
Mhm.
And then just be really, really consistent with that. And then before you know it, there will actually be that sense of emergency.
Yeah.
Because, I like to bring up holidays,
Yeah.
certain times a year. There's always something that you can use as an excuse for why people need to, oh, well, that's going to be prom season, or, oh, that's Valentine's Day.
I always like to do
That's a Tuesday.
put it onto their
Yeah.
schedule type of thing. Like, oh, I want to make sure it fits into your schedule
Right.
when you need it. That way you're not too pushy and bullying them.
I like to bully them.
I know you do.
I mean, that's my rebooking's gone up very dramatically. Ask him. Since I started bullying the hell out of my guests, my booking's been up there, and they keep them.
Yeah,
I know
when you-
better.
I've
Right,
had
Matt?
some
Yep.
discussions with people.
Are they crying?
They are.
They like to file reports too.
All right, so that was a fantastic commercial break. Let's get back into the haircut.
We're from our sponsors.
Don't come for me.
Just don't what?
Don't come for me.
All right, so this is the last little bit. I'm gonna use the Chopstick Pro,
Oh, that's a good one.
which is. Are you excited, Drea?
I do. I like that one.
Okay, so
That's a good choice, man.
I'm gonna use the
Good job.
Chopstick Pro. I'm not even gonna really use a comb. I'm just gonna see where it lays, and I'm gonna pinch again little bits here, and go in. Thad, you get nice and close on this. We're good. All right, so I'm just gonna work that fringe area, and just use the Chopstick Pro at a 45-degree angle, and just etch out.
Now, Matt,
Yeah.
if you're doing this based off of how it is going to just visually lay and look, why is her head still tilted forward and not straight up?
Well, because so I can get into the hair and it's laying against her head,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna tilt her back and see what it looks like. So we
Gotcha.
will be moving it back. Cool thing about the Chopstick Pro too, on a human being, we can work this right along her hairline there, but because this girl's really plastic,
It just sounds scrapey.
Some of our humans.
yeah, some of our,
I
So long as
mean,
your
some of
guest
our
has
humans
supple
here are
skin,
plastic
you
as
can
well.
get the razor all up in there.
right. So then when I tilt her up, so we'll see just some pieces in here.
That's
Now, would
delicious.
you use like at this point, would you use maybe a cutting spray while you're in there?
Is he using one?
I know.
Would he?
No, because I want to keep it dry, just because I like seeing exactly what it's gonna look like. But if I needed it, if I need to go in there more precise or something, I would. So I think that that's good. Now I'm gonna use the regular carving comb wide, and go in and just with the 50% carve side,
Can you tilt your body a little bit?
my body, like this. This is a 50% carve, just working the ends of the hair, just to soften that, add a little bit more texture. Not much. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it.
Now there might be some people at home that are cringing because you're using a razor on dry hair.
It's a fresh blade, so it cuts
Well,
just
that's
like
a them problem, not a
Hey,
him
Matt.
problem.
yeah.
Speaking of blades, Anna Niederhauser is asking, when is the shop getting the blades?
Oh, we do have blades, don't we? Have them.
Boom!
Uh,
They're
I don't.
there.
You might not be able to purchase them, but we do have them.
We have them, but you don't.
That just
Well,
went on the
Coming
top,
soon.
my top priority list of.
Technically, the
tomorrow.
shop
So
here
give it an
has them, but
hour.
she can.
No, they don't mean our shop, like Shop FSE, I think, is what she's talking about.
Yeah, Shop
Yeah,
FSE.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
so-
not up there yet.
So give it an
We
hour.
just got them in.
Oh,
So
okay.
Wait till he
Okay.
gets home. He'll put them up.
our last order of carving combs, I ordered the blades to put up on the site as well.
I should order one.
Does the hair go behind
Nice.
the ear on that mannequin?
There's an ear on this mannequin.
Shut
It's
up.
like it's
Oh,
legit.
real? Wow. Like,
Yeah, this thing's nice.
That's
legit.
intense.
Yeah. All right. I'm digging this. Like it.
Do you love it? I don't care. It's never going away from me.
All right. That's good.
love you too.
All right, cool.
That looks really good, Matt.
Matt, that looks fantastic.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. What did you say? You say it looks like shit?
The higher the pitch, the more she's lying. So I guess.
I heard you.
So I heard her.
She's got a big
She does. I'm getting caught on it.
I heard rumor that we're getting a schedule of who's teaching classes coming up.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
it's true. All right, so ironing. I just did a haircut, just posted a video this week and talked about this little trick of slight curl in the opposite direction. Sometimes that doesn't need to vibrate.
Said no one
Go
ever.
Go ahead. All right. So we'll kick the top over a little bit.
That looks so nice.
Yes, I do your hair like this.
Christina gets her hair cut while she's driving.
All right. Anybody have any questions?
No, but you sold BB Parisi. You sold her
So
or
Matt,
him
Solder.
or him. They
Him,
want
her?
that cut now.
all right,
Spin
Matt.
it.
So you gave this guest this haircut.
Yes.
Now, say in 6 weeks they want the same haircut.
Yes.
How would you go about trimming it up?
Same way.
I'm so upset that I was zoomed in.
Do it
I
again.
wish you had that face on Zoom.
Hit rewind and do it again.
No, I would do it exactly the same way. I would iron it the same way, and then go in and do the technique the same.
Now, honestly,
This is not a haircut that you need to maintain more like I would say 4 weeks, 5 weeks maintain. Every like couple weeks it's shattered, so there's not a structure. It's not going to explode out. So I would say this is a great haircut for clients that don't want to come in that often. You still got to get them in often because that's part of the business, but if they have to push it a little bit, this is a good haircut for them.
okay, my question, and I think now would be a really good time while you're standing right there. Would you mind pulling out a section and just showing how you'll clean this up when they come back in 5 weeks, how to hold it and do that tease cutting
Yeah.
while only removing like a ½ inch because they're not looking to go significantly shorter?
Yeah. So when I go in, I'll grab a section. And the good thing is you have pretty much the same thing. I would pinch just on the very ends of the hair, and I would work just with a little bit.
So you would almost take shorter strokes.
Yeah. I mean, depending. So if she came back and she was like, oh, this side was really bulky, then I would go in, even though I didn't want to cut a lot of length off, I would go in with heavier strokes like this, but I'm not cutting as much hair. You can see it teasing up
Yeah.
because that's going to keep a lot of the length in the haircut, right?
But I'm saying because this haircut's so great, what do you do when the girl says, I want exactly that again?
Yeah.
Just give me the same thing as last time.
It's very simple as doing it the exact same way. You're just going to take these
Shorter
pieces,
strokes.
yeah, and just work with shorter strokes through it and just clean the ends.
Cool.
You could do that technique, to clean up a haircut or whatever. What I like about this haircut, and you guys, you could do this haircut if you like it. That's cool. Not everybody's going to ask for this type of haircut, but this technique you can use on every single person that you ever cut their hair. So you could do a whole wet haircut, then go through and detail it dry with this technique. It's one of my favorite ones. And you guys probably know that if you watched for a while, because I do it a lot, but it's because it's one of the number one go-to techniques that I use because it softens things so well.
And then you
Boom.
hit your guest on the head.
Call that
and
mic
you're
drop.
done.
Any questions on the
No, everybody's
Feed.
loving it and
Everyone's
raving
people
about
loving
it.
cool?
BB is a her. I figured that
BB
out.
is a her. All right.
I said a sorry.
How do we like the new format? That's what I want to know. So leave your comments below. Try to comment. Leave your comments right now. Comment like crazy after we upload the video. So because all of your comments that you're making right now are disappearing, and they won't be on there later.
But
so
not in our hearts.
we'd love to see the trail of the comments. So tell everybody how much you love them, but then go back on later and make sure you leave your comments so we can see them, because I would like to know if you like this format with the table and the education. Christina's been pushing for this kind of thing for a while, and I totally agree that I think this is a better type
I
of
think
podcast.
Dre enjoys it too because I am now her back.
I have
Backing.
a pillow.
We also have to spin the wheel, and
Yes.
Andrea is going to be up next week
Surprise.
teaching.
Surprise.
So we're going to work, Drea, we're
like
going to
Russian
work
roulette.
together.
Oh, okay.
We're going to come up with something.
Cool.
And then, we're not going to work together here, but throughout the week, we're going to work
I want you
together.
to hold my hand.
We're
while I
going to
do
come up
mine.
with something cool. So if you guys have anything out there that you want to see, make sure you comment, send it to us, and let us know.
Snapchat Dre. Let her know.
Dre is going to spin the wheel. We have a lot of cool people. Thad, let's
was
go
gonna say,
over
who's
this.
gonna be
Gonna
our
do
winner?
everything next week.
Yep.
None of us are even gonna
Let's
come.
go like
She's
this.
gonna do the class, the camera, the wheel, all of the above. We are choosing from the
Oh, you
people
have
who
that one
ask
on there?
questions.
All right. Well, this
Drea.
gets Drea and
Just
Pick
go
somebody.
and Randomly pick someone
All right, and
that looks delicious. I'm just kidding.
Let's talk
that
about what-
participated.
Lady Limitless.
Lady Limitless. So Lady Limitless has an opportunity to win Donald Scott carving comb, which we used tonight.
Delicious.
Sunlight's Bolly Box.
My fave.
J-Lace clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Olaplex.
Yup.
Parker razors. Ergo brushes, which we love.
Yeah,
Donald,
we do.
Again,
Damn
Donald
right we do.
Scott. MinervaBeauty.com sending something cool. FSE, what are we giving away, Chris?
Not that's hard anymore.
Yeah, we can't give away
Headshots of
that
Matt.
anymore. Something
She's not
awesome.
watching this,
It'll
is
be
she?
it's a surprise package. Yeah. All right, and
It's just gonna be Matt's headshot, and he's gonna sign it.
Mainstream is giving away
Christina's gonna sign it.
100% of the money you bring in for 1 month total. Millennium, 3 months free of Mevo, and Mizutani scissors are still on the wheel.
Is it the $100 off or a free pair still?
It is. I think it's a free pair of scissors. Yeah. So.
Spin the wheel.
What's the
That's
name?
intense. You might want to know that before you spin that.
What was the name?
Was it? It wasn't Lucy Lawless. It was Lady Limitless.
Lady
Lady Limitless.
Well,
All right.
shit.
Lady
Awesome.
Limitless, some scissors. All right.
And the best part, I was just looking over Lady Limitless' question. I'm in her school suit, quickly approaching graduation.
Congratulations.
All right.
So you
That
have to
wheel
start
was
off on
so
the right
tight.
dance, so
I don't know what happened.
I don't
I
either.
blame
Drea, why is it so
I didn't
tight?
touch it.
Justin tightened it.
I
He
didn't
does.
do nothing.
All right,
There's
cool.
my
So,
Christmas
congratulations. We need send contest
I told you might want to clarify before she spins it.
contest at
We never hit that
freesaloneducation.com. Send your address, and you got some new scissors.
You're not on camera.
I know. I don't need to be.
He's got a mic
Okay.
still.
That's okay. I'm mic'd.
It's like
All right,
God. We don't have
Thad,
to see
can
him,
you
but
zoom
we
it over
know
here?
he's there. I don't have to be on camera, but zoom in on my face.
Bring
I
her
want
up.
the
one of
cameras on Matt at the same time.
Can we
Yeah.
get a smoke
Yeah.
machine
Can we
to
get
do?
all of them?
Can we do
I'll
3D?
I'll lean
We
in
can
on
turn
this
you
one.
into Oz.
That's okay. All right. Thank you guys so much.
Great
That probably
job,
sounds terrible.
All
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy New Year to everyone.
Kermit and speaker.
Follow. Yeah. We could do the same one. Yeah. Follow Drea.
Dry Day 2289.
Justin.
To my car in a parking lot.
Okay.
I am Justin Scott.
Hairstyle.
Thad Bull and Ice. He doesn't have a mic.
He's
For
taken.
And Christina is at _Steeny. And follow us, everything at Free Salon Education. Leave your comments below. We want to know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week right here.
Bye.
I bid you farewell.